Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to my second video, and I'm reaching out to you to give you further updates on what we're doing in the world of ICHM and your studies online, and also for our students who are currently on industry placement during semester 1 2020. We're close to the end of the first week of study online. I hope it's all gone well for you, and I'd like to give you an update and seek your feedback on some important information that we'd like to get from you later on in the semester. So stay tuned for that at the end of my video now. As you can see, I'm in my home office. This is my new world, and I think your office will probably look very much the same when you're studying online. All of our staff are currently at home working, and we're all working very hard to make sure that your program of study is a good one and an engaging one, and that we give you an experience that you'd expect from ICHM. I want to reach out and let you know about a couple of updates on our frequently asked questions page and give you some context, more context around what we've put in there for you so you can get some more understanding on what we're doing. There's been some feedback and some emails about the practical subjects that we offer at ICHM. And a number of students have said, well, we've come to ICHM for practical subjects and there's been some changes. What is ICHM doing surrounding those? On our frequently asked question page, we've outlined what we're doing, in so much as those students this semester who have completed the majority of their subjects in the practical space will be resulted as normal. And where assessment required certain aspects to be adjusted, we've done so. We've been through the academic committee and processes for that, and we're moving that forward. It's important to note also that for semester 2 2020, we are looking at programming the semester very carefully. So essentially all of the practical components of the semester will be at the latter end of the semester, and all your practical components will be at the front end, all of your theory components will be done online in the first part of the semester, and the practical components in the latter part of the semester, obviously. And I'll talk more about that in a moment. So semester 2 2020 in the new semester will be fine. For the moment, a number of students have been talking about in relation to fees and what we're doing about fees on those subjects. Remember, we're a very different program to what the university sector is. There's a lot of media and there's a lot of information going out at the moment with the university sector about how they're extending census dates, pushing dates out and making accommodations for those. Do remember, we started very early in the year. We do that so that we can offer you a very intense, well-constructed program that will allow you then to go out into industry and do that work and apply those skills into industry. So that hasn't changed. And so the message I guess I want to say to you is that the program that you're currently doing is appropriate for what it is. It's meeting the learning outcomes, and we've structured everything in a way that will ensure that you achieve those outcomes. And also on the frequently asked questions page, you'll note in there that we've put in there that you will actually receive, when you return back on campus, intensive practical workshops to augment and reaffirm the learning outcomes that you achieve whilst you're on campus. So those will be provided to you free of charge, and will be in the areas of cocktail making. There will be other areas in service and other aspects there in wine. So rest assured, we hear you, and we're going to be offering those workshops for those of you that want to take those up on that there. Also want to look at the other aspects of what we're doing with your students who are studying work integrated learning. Those who are now perhaps online and at home, they're actually taking on another subject. So we're offering another subject in a condensed mode for this semester. And we have about over 17 students who are taking that up. So for those students who are on work integrated learning and perhaps are not working at the moment, well done. Thank you for signing up and keeping your degree open, because you're now going to keep your subjects in front as you study through that. I want to also take the opportunity to remind you about and update you on the support services we have and the things that we do in a face-to-face environment normally that are still going to be available to you online. So, for example, General Assemblies. We will still have General Assembly occurring in a virtual mode, and that'll be coming up later after the mid-semester break. And also guest speakers. So importantly, guest speakers and engaging with industry. So we have a range of guest speakers lined up, and the first of those will be kicking off immediately after mid-semester break next week after next. So stay tuned and we'll keep you updated on that. Talking of next week, it is mid-semester break technically, but we'd still love to be engaged with you. So what we are offering next week is also some voluntary drop-in sessions for each of your subjects to specifically address assessment, so that you can look at that and get any feedback and seek any particular assistance you want from your lecturer. So stay tuned for that, and we'll be providing that to you after that there. Guest speakers will also be featuring in your classes. So we've reached out to industry, and through our contacts you'll find a number of your lecturers will also be introducing and making sure there's a number of guest speakers who are part of your subjects as well going forward. So we're going to improve and engage that activity within there, which will be fantastic for that and there. With respect to well-being and your health overall, Renata has been reaching out to you. I know there was an email that went out today from her, and also her wellbeing team is increasing day by day with lots of information in there. So do remember, you're sitting at your desks for a lot of time. Study is important, but your health is probably the most important thing at this time. So please do reach out to Renata and other people and take advantage of the resources that are being provided in the wellbeing teams environment. That'll help you out there. Learning support is there as per usual. Alex and Siobhan are there for you during normal hours via the teams. Don't hesitate to reach out to them if you need some help writing an abstract, getting your table of contents correct, unpacking an assessment piece. Where do you start? How do you work through the maze of information there, and referencing assistance? So that's all provided there for you, and they'll be more than happy to reach out to you and help you in there. And in addition, our library team is up and running. So the online space has been developed in Teams there for you to reach out with any drop-in questions on library access. There's been a range of new resources added in there that you can access while you're studying as well. So please do take advantage of those resources that are available. And Leah Radlett, who is a dedicated librarian, will be there to assist you at normal times, to assist you there. Very excitingly, in the industry career development space, the team are in the process of developing a whole range of new resources for you, and a new team is going to be launched very soon by them within there. This is going to consist of a range of new resources for you, like graduate workshop resume writing, cover letter writing, career planning sessions, industry-run workshops, professional development club, and also especially employability workshops. They're going to be fantastic, and they're going to be a great resource for you when we return to the world of normality and you go back into work. And as the Prime Minister announced today, it's envisaged it'll be a 6-month period. So in this time, I urge you to invest wisely in your time and use the resources that we're providing to you at ICHM, because they're invaluable and they're a fantastic value add, which you wouldn't normally actually get if you were studying face-to-face. So we're actually developing a whole range of extra resources and facilities for you to take advantage within there. Finally, next semester, what is happening? Well, we are working on it right now. We have it planned, And at the moment, given the Prime Minister's announcement today, we're envisaging that we'll have you back physically on campus. We should see you in early October. So we are planning a big party for you. So early October, we will have our course commencement ceremony. We'll all be together, face to face, and you can buy me a couple of drinks while we're there, okay? That being said, the end of this semester, for those students who are studying this semester, we will be having an end of course ceremony, and it'll be a virtual end of course ceremony. And we're going to have a few exciting new things within that. Student engagement within that, of course, will be the response, your medal ceremony and other things like that. We've got a few great new ideas for that. So stay tuned, and you should see that be very interesting. Finally, as I started out with saying, thank you for working with us during this week one of delivery. We know there's been a couple of bumps along the way. Our staff have done an amazing job to get your courses up online within 1 week, which has been quite amazing. And I've heard of feedback come back, which has been mostly positive. But of course, there's always areas for improvement. So tomorrow there will be a survey that will be going out to you, very short, but I really want to capture some of constructive feedback from you on what went well and perhaps what needs improvement. So I do encourage you please to look out for that survey. It's only about 3 or 4 questions, but please fill it in and give us your feedback as soon as possible, because it's the same in industry. An area like that, if you can give constructive feedback, it's always a way to improve, and we really relish the opportunity to provide you a greater experience online, even better than what you're receiving at the moment. So please fill out that survey when you receive it. So thank you. Tomorrow's Friday, end of another week, and at the end of our first week of delivery. We have a few more to go, but I thank you again for reaching out to us. Please keep updated on our frequently asked questions page. It's always being updated day by day, and I'll send another email out when this video goes out to keep you updated and let you know if there's any further information that we need to share with you. So thank you, good luck for next week, and I'll be in touch.